best weather specialist, our own Stephen Bellina. Steve, what's coming up this week?
Good evening, Montreal. I'm Stephen Bellina, and this is the Suburban Weather Minute. It was quite an active week of weather to end the month of April. We had quite a few rounds of thunderstorms, 3 to be exact. Now, having thunderstorms in late April isn't unusual. What was rather odd was the time of day they were occurring. All 3 rounds were in the pre-dawn hours. And last Sunday mornings, a week ago, the outbreak was rather spectacular. We had over an hour of intense lightning across southern Quebec, with over 1,000 lightning strikes reported. It literally turned the night sky into daylight in many instances. It also produced some heavy rainfall. The same occurred on Tuesday, another round of early morning thunderstorms followed by some decent rainfall during the daylight hours. And again on Thursday morning, we had some very loud thunderstorms occurring between 3:30 and 5 a.m. crossing the city of Montreal. The scenario for all 3 was identical. We are sitting on the northern edge of an early season hot and humid air mass that is building across the southern plains into the Ohio Valley and parts of the East Coast. And that heat and humidity has produced several warm fronts that are lifting into the St. Lawrence Valley. Here in Montreal, we're remaining rather coolish, cooler than I thought, as northeast winds are prevailing. And of course, the water in the Gulf of St. Lawrence is very cold at this time of year, and that tends to produce colder temperatures in the Montreal area. Example, on Tuesday, we struggled to reach 7-8 Celsius in the heavy rainfall, while just to our south, temperatures climbed into the middle 20s across New York State. And as you got into the metro New York City region in northern New Jersey, they were even into the low 30s. The scenario will play out again in the upcoming week, although I feel we may tap into a little bit more of that warmer air, and we may see temperatures finally climb into the middle 20s here in Montreal. We're anticipating more thunderstorm activity as the week goes on, and indications right now are that we may end up with a rather active thunderstorm season, especially if things continue the way they're going. We did have an active weather week elsewhere across North America. Several severe thunderstorms produced a significant tornado outbreak, with over 130 tornadoes reported across the states of Oklahoma, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri. Some of those tornadoes 2 to 3 kilometers in width, producing winds in excess of 200 kilometers per hour and causing considerable damage and loss of life. In the case of the Sulphur, Oklahoma tornado, in Oklahoma, 5 lives were claimed, and damage was extensive. In addition, not to be outdone, winter taking what could be a parting shot at the Southern Rockies. Upwards of 30 centimeters of snow fell in Banff. Calgary reported as much as 15 centimeters of snow, and snowfall spread into parts of southwestern Saskatchewan. Hopefully that's it for winter weather, but it often does snow in the month of May across the Rockies. As far as Montreal is concerned, I think we're pretty much done for the snowfall now. May snowfall very rare in Montreal. You can always get an update at thesuburban.com under the blog tab, the Suburban Weather page. Until next time, I'm Stephen Bellina.
Thank you, Steve, for that. We're going to have Mark Ledbetter with a very special guest, Mark Whiteman, coming up right after we go to CJD Traffic Central.